everyone, and welcome to my July most anticipated releases. There are lots of new books coming out this month, so we're going to get right into it starting on the 9th, and that is with These Deathless Shores. This is by P.H. Lowe, and this is a Captain Hook origin story set in a Southeast Asian inspired world and features a lot of LGBTQI+ and disabled characters, which just sounds right up my alley. We all know I love a Peter Pan retelling, and this one specifically sounds quite dark. I also love a Captain Hook after watching Once Upon a Time, and I'm always here for all of the Captain Hook origin stories I can get my hands on. And also I really love the idea of really diversifying Peter Pan and Captain Hook and all the rest of it, because they are quite sort of straight, white, quintessentially English, and while Captain Hook does have a limb difference, there is not that much disability outside of that, so I'm really excited to see a just all-round more diverse Captain Hook origin story, and this just sounds really good, so I'm really excited about this one. Then on the 16th we have The White Guy Dies First, and this is 13 authors of colour, including Chloe Gong, Terry J. Benton Walker, H.E. Edgman, Kaylin Barron, Kendall Blake, Tiffany D. Jackson, and a whole load of others, writing 13 scary stories where the white guy dies first. And this just sounds like really good fun to me. I love a scary story. I've been really getting into my dark and spooky books recently, and I'm also always here for discovering more authors of colour and reading more authors of colour, all of this kind of thing, and then also turning tropes on their head. So this just sounds so much fun and so up my alley. I'm really excited to see how this one turns out. There is also Trespass Against Us. This is also on the 16th, and it's by Leon Kemp, and this one is about a group of teenagers who visited an abandoned school for troubled youth 2 years ago, and now they are back obviously 2 years later to confront this supernatural evil they awoke there, which just sounds so good. Like I said, I'm very much in my spooky story era right now, and that just sounds like so much fun. I really cannot wait to read this one. It sounds so good. Then on the 23rd we have The Last One. This is by Rachel Housel Hall, and this one says it's supposed to be like The Witcher meets N.K. Jemisin, which already piqued my interest because I love both those things. And then it also says that a young woman learns the world is about to be destroyed by an evil destructive force that turns out to be herself. I mean, I don't need to know anything else further than that. I love this idea so much. It just sounds so interesting. I really want to read this. Then finally on the 30th there are two books that these are the most anticipated books of the month, definitely. The first one is The Blonde Dies First, and this is by Joelle Wellington, and it says it's a demonic force which was called forth by an Ouija board, acts according to horror movie rules against a group of friends, much like in the spirit of Scream. I needed to know nothing else because I am such a Scream fan. I love Scream. It's my favourite set of horror movies. I absolutely love it. I will be boycotting the next one because obviously they fight Melissa Barrera for her support of Palestine, which is absolutely not okay whatsoever. But, I mean, the originals, all the way up to that latest one that came out with Melissa Barrera, they are perfection. They are my favourite horror movies of all time. I love a slasher, and anything described as being like Scream immediately pulls in my attention. But then also demonic forces acting on horror movie rules as well. Just give it to me now. Just give it to me now. I need this. It sounds incredible. I'm desperate for this book, to say the least. And then finally there is Long Live Evil, and this is by Sarah Rees Brennan. I mean, the title alone got me, but then the tagline is a tale for literally anyone who's ever fallen in love with a villain. Again, that got me because I'm a villain lover. I love a good villain. I'm very much on the side of the morally greater villainous characters most of the time, which is awesome. But for the actual plot of this book, it is about a dying woman who enters into a magical bargain so she can go into her favourite fantasy book and live there. But then she discovers she's not the hero of the piece, she's one of the villains, and then she sets about trying to change the fate of all of the villains so they all survive, because being a villain is so much better than being a hero, and I've just gone, give it to me. I love this idea so much. I love the idea of trying to change the fate of the villains and just sort of reveling in that villainy. All of this kind of thing. It just sounds so good. This is definitely one of my most anticipated releases for the year, and I am desperate to read this because this sounds so ridiculously good. And that is all of my anticipated releases for the month of July, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give me a thumbs up. Comment down below, tell me if I've missed any. I'd love to know because obviously I don't want to miss miss anything, or if you don't have that much time, leave me a devil face emoji down below to let me know that you were here. I'll also leave a link as well down below to all my social media fun to check it out, including to the Comic Book Sanctum, which is my website dedicated to Marvel Comics, as well as a link as well down below to my bookish Etsy store if you want to check that out and treat yourself to something bookish today. Or if you just want to see any more of my videos, please click subscribe here, and over here will be the link to my previous video. Until next time everyone, bye!